Somebody said that they hope that Eunice doesn't have a big player drop-off after Evo. What's interesting, who that boy, who him is. What's interesting about Eunice is that it has Tekken Syndrome, and I mean that in a very nice way. It has Tekken Syndrome where the game is just really good, and people are really happy to play it. They talk about it so passionately, and new players are constantly flocking to it. The locals are doing really well and like thriving, and there's like a new flow of people constantly being interested in the game. So even though the game's not receiving support or updates, like this game anyway, the numbers are still going up. And Tekken is similar, right? Like when it released to like all the characters came out and then we were waiting for the next season, Tekken was still growing. It's like one of those games where locals are still growing, events and entry numbers are still growing. Like it has a tour, which is always nice, but it's one of those games that just word of mouth and passion about the community means that it's going to grow. And I think Eunice is probably in the same kind of position, you know, where like people are just really excited about it. The scene is building up regardless of what happens around it. Like people are just interested in the game. The game is really fun. It's very easy to get behind and just play, and new players are trying it all the time. And I was talking about KI earlier. KI was so frustrating to me because it was on Xbox One, and then it came, everybody was like, yo, when KI comes out on PC eventually, I'll definitely play it. I can't wait to play it when that comes out. And all I wanted was for more people to try KI. I was like, this game is amazing. Netcode's incredible. Character designs are hella good. Evo finals and KI Cup finals every year were incredibly good. Really, really good players. Then it came out and it was on Windows Store. And everybody was like, oh, it's on Windows Store. I can't use it. Shut up, you fucking homunculi. You don't have Linux. You don't have a MacBook that you're sipping from your Starbucks writing a screenplay. You have Windows, bitch. The Windows Store is not that hard to use, all right? Don't make it sound like, they're like, oh, it's on the Windows Store. I can't, you know, just look at the time. Shit's crazy. I just can't do it. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. You goddamn lying homunculi. You said you'd play it when it came out on PC, you lying bitches, right? Then, like, after that, what's it called? It came out on Steam, and everybody was like, oh, it's out on Steam, but I don't know. It's not on, you know, it's not at Evo anymore. I don't know if people are playing it. I'm like, it has crossplay with the Windows Store. So even if you're a homunculi, you can play it on Steam and like, well, you know, all it has is really good netcode and cool character designs and crossplay, and the game's really good. I'll play it when, you know, it's back at Evo. I'll play it when, you know, my dog doesn't eat my Steam password. Meanwhile, when you look at the fucking chat rooms and you look at like message boards or you read Reddit, there's people that are like, play KI. KI is great. KI wins again. Play KI. None of you motherfuckers played Killer Instinct. Don't you lie to me. I don't recognize a single name, you sons of bitches. You guys keep typing that shit and you guys don't even play KI. I know every single name that's ever booted up KI. Anyway, the point I was going to make is that KI was very frustrating because we couldn't get anybody to try it. No matter how good the game was, no matter where it was on, no matter what console it came out on, it was going to be tough no matter what. And it even had the reputation of, remember, I love Oliver Ling. Oliver Ling is a great human being. But Oliver Ling said something that was so damaging to Killer Instinct that I could strangle him. You guys probably remember what it is. Somebody's going to type it in the chat right now while I take a drink. Yeah, the basketball reference. You guys probably remember what I'm talking about. And he said that KI is like dunking a basketball and then playing rock, paper, scissors to see if it counts. Now, look, I'm not going to hate on that because that's hilarious, right? Completely not true in regards to how the game works. But it's really funny. You know what I mean? Like, I got to give him credit. It's pretty good. It's not how the game works, but it's pretty good. So that's why people were like, yeah, KI. All that game has is good netcodes, fun character designs, developer support, you know, patching, interesting characters, like smart balance decisions. But it's like dunking a basketball and then doing free throws or RPS to decide if it counts. Whew. So when I see people who are like, man, you guys are just jumping on this game because it's at Evo. You guys are just jumping on this game because of this, and that. I'm like, who cares, man? Let them play the game. I'd always be happy with more people playing my game. If KI was back at Evo this year, I would be fucking losing my mind. I'd be running up the walls. It would be like The Grudge. I'd be crawling backwards, shimmying up the wall with me 1 and me 2. Thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. I should play some KI on stream sometime, huh? That'd be fun. It'd be fun to boot that game up and play some characters. Maybe when we sit down and shoot some more episodes, we'll see. Anyway, the point of the matter is, KI was a good-ass game. None of you fucking dweebs played it, but it was good.